A berth in the IHSA Class 3A Sweet 16 on the line here again tonight in this semifinal matchup between the Centralia Orphans and the Breese Central Cougars. Good evening from Rich Aaron Gymnasium, and again, welcome aboard as we get set for another semifinal matchup, this time between the Orphans of Centralia High School and the Cougars at Breese Central. The Cougars are coached by Jeremy Schubert. They enter the game with a record of 26-4, and the Centralia Orphans are coached by Lee Bennett. They roll in here tonight with a record of 20-9. The winner of this game will move into a Friday night matchup between with the Benton Rangers and the right to move on to the Springfield Super Sectional. Our pregame show, as always, brought to you by your Benton West City Subway. Get to know the Subway Simple 6 menu at Benton West City Subway. 6 of Subway's best 6-inch subs now in made-for-you meals for just $6 every day. Pick from tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and many more. Add in a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. Value made simple. That's your Benton West City Subway. Joining me again tonight, adding color commentary, is my friend Tom Wheeler. And Tom, we've got one of the tickets punched for Friday night, and we'll punch the other one here tonight in what most observers feel is going to be a very good basketball game.
Yeah, I think both schools they've got a tradition, well, without a doubt. Stan Eagleston was unbelievable, his record there at Breese Central, and let's face it, Centralia Orphans at one time, and I didn't find out, but I think they're still the winningest high school basketball team in the nation. You know, when you talk about Centralia, you bring up Arthur Trout, and boom, there you go. So we've been fortunate enough that we got to see Centralia play to a topless in the shootout. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a great game, and I think the crowd who's drove down from both places are definitely going to get the money's worth.
Had a chance to mill around a little bit before the game here tonight. I caught up with both coaches and got a word from them. So let's hear what Centralia coach Lee Bennett says about tonight's game. Welcome back. Now by Centralia head basketball coach Lee Bennett. And Lee, before we talk about tonight's game, sectional tournament basketball action, all the things on the high school sports season from start to finish, nothing more exciting than sectional tournament play.
Well, there is, well, you know, for somebody that wins the sectional, but obviously this is an exciting time of year for all these young men and all the cheerleaders and fans and all the loved ones to get to come and root for their team. And, you know, there's going to be way more heartache than there is celebration, you know, in the long run, because everybody's going to ultimately lose except for that one team. So that's just what makes it a super great challenge. You know that there is only one winner. There's not everybody gets a different level of first place. There's one winner and somebody's a loser in every game. So it's a lot of hearts get broken and a lot of lifetime memories get made. So it's a very exciting time of year.
Let's talk about Breese Central, and one thing about post-season play, short time to prepare between games, but talk about Breese Central and what you see as some concerns you have with them.
Well, they've got a lot of guards that can score off the dribble and on the three-point line. They've got a couple big guys that can score down low, and one of them can stretch you. So they're a very diverse team. They do a lot of good stuff, tough preparation. They guard very, very hard. They play with great, they don't go do a bunch of ignorant stuff and beat themselves generally, and they play smart. And so, we have to go out and play well to have a chance to win this game.
Give me some keys. What do you think the Orphans have to do tonight to move on to a Friday night sectional championship game against the Benton Rangers?
Well, when you look at the way they're going to play, we're going to have to keep the ball in front of us, especially keep 2 and 23 from getting into their spots. And, and they would tell you it's a key for them, but it's a key for us as well. You got to make shots. I mean, neither team's going to pound it into the block, 8 possessions in a row. It's just not, just like Benton, it's not, Koki was a team that could kind of do that, and now they're gone from the sectional, so that team really doesn't, and there aren't as many teams like that as there used to be, but that team certainly doesn't exist in this sectional at this point.
Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
That is Centralia coach Lee Bennett. Back to Rich Aaron Jim and more of our pregame coverage brought to you by your Benton West City Subway. Back after these very important messages. Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with Tom Wheeler. I'm Jim Muir. Centralia and Breese Central here tonight. I also had a chance to talk prior to the game tonight with Central coach Jeremy Schubert. Let's hear what Coach Schubert had to say. Breese Central head basketball coach Jeremy Schubert. And Jeremy, first of all, you get ready for this sectional matchup. Before we talk about tonight's game against Centralia, Rich Aaron Gymnasium, a very familiar place to you.
It is a familiar place. It's been 20-some years since I've been here to play, but from 91 to 94, I was able to play here with the Oakville Rockets, and had a lot of good memories here playing against Benton, against Pinckneyville, and that's kind of where I met Ronnie Weinmiller for the first time, when he was playing for McLeansboro.
You bring your team back in here tonight in sectional basketball, very exciting brand of basketball. You match up against Centralia. Talk about this matchup against the Orphans.
It's going to be, it's going to be great for our kids, great for our program. Centralia is the winningest program in the state of Illinois. They got great coaching staff. They got outstanding, players this year again. I'm just excited for the opportunity to play them because I told them, win or lose, we're going to be a better basketball team. You guys are going to be better players for playing against this competition in this kind of atmosphere. This is what high school basketball is all about. Back when I was in high school, when you could fill up the Mater Dei gym or fill up the BIT, and play in front of 3,000 people, 2,500 people, whatever it was. That's what good memories are made of for high school basketball, and fortunately we've had a good run here, and hopefully it can continue tonight.
What do you see as the keys here tonight? Short time to prepare between Friday night and Wednesday night, but what are the keys here against the Orphans as far as you see?
Well, we have to really be good defensively, and that's been our kind of calling card all year. We've played really good team defense, surprisingly good team defense. From last year I thought we were a very good defensive team, and this year the kids have rose to the challenge, and we've held a T-Town to 38 points. We've had some really good defensive games, but definitely getting to their three shooters, and being able to get through their screens because they're going to screen you and they're going to run that motion offense. So defense number one, and then us being able to take good shots, not being impatient. If we just want to stand on the arc and hit three or bomb 3-pointers all night, if we're not hitting, that's playing into their shoes. So we're going to have to be patient and run offense and get the ball inside.
Appreciate your time. Good to see you again, and good luck tonight against the Centralia Orphans.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. It's good to be back.
That's Breese Central coach Jeremy Schubert. Back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium. More of our pregame coverage back in just a moment. Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Glad to have you alongside tonight as we get set for the second semifinal matchup here at the Benton Class 3A sectional. It will pit the Centralia Orphans and the Breese Central Cougars. Our keys to the game from both coaches tonight, brought to you by Heartland Office Supply, 111 Lawrence and Benton. Heartland Office Supply, your one-stop shopping spot for all your office supply needs. That's Heartland Office Supply. Shop online at heartlandofficesupply.com. Tom Wheeler alongside. Tom, let's look at the starting lineup for tonight's matchup.
Of course, the Centralia Orphans, coached by Lee Bennett, got a record of 20-9. They're going to go with a 5'7" freshman, Jamie Long, and again we watched him in the Rich Aaron shootout, and he's quite a freshman. Jonathan Keeler's a 6'1" junior. Jordan Maines is a 5'11" junior. Javon Williams is a 6'2" junior, and Jim, he's averaging 16 points and 9 rebounds a game. The only senior in the starting lineup for Coach Bennett is Dawson Berry, a 6'4" senior. He's averaging 16 points a game and 6 rebounds. So the Orphans of Centralia is going with a freshman, 3 juniors, and a senior. And I make a point of that, Jim, as I go over and see the Cougars from Breese Central, who's starting Colby Schultz. He's a 5'11" senior, averaging 13 points a game, their leading scorer. Carter Trung's a 6'1" senior. Jake Streaker is a 6'3" senior. He's averaging 11.5 points. Joe Raderman is a 6'3" senior. And Tyler Josh, the big guy in the middle, is a 6'8" junior, averaging 10.5 points. So the Cougars, Jim, are going with 4 seniors and a junior. Experience against the young guys, but Centralia has won 20 games and played 29 in a pretty tough schedule. I don't think you can call these kids freshmen and sophomores and juniors. They're varsity players.
The Central Cougars will be the home team here tonight. They're dressed out in their home whites, trimmed out in purple numerals and lettering and stripes on the basketball pants. And the Centralia Orphans are the visiting team here tonight, dressed out in their road red uniforms, trimmed out in white numerals and stripes. Again, for Breese Central, Colby Schulte, Carter Trung, Jake Streaker, Joe Rotterman, and Tyler Jost. That's the starting lineup. A big Central team with Jost at 6'8", Rotterman 6'3", Streaker at 6'3". For Centralia, Jamie Long, the freshman, Jonathan Keeler, Jordan Maines, Dawson Berry, pay attention to him, and also Javon Williams. Central is going to move left to right. The ball is in the air, and we are underway with the basketball. Going to be shot up by Javon Williams. Won't go. Rebound pulled down, though, by Keeler. Gets it back out, and Centralia will reset. Here's Berry. Right side to Javon Williams. Back to Berry. Got by with a travel. No, he didn't.
Didn't get by with a travel.
No, he didn't get by with a travel. Took the extra step. The official right on top of it, and it'll be Central basketball. Just underway. Glad you're with us here from Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Big crowd on hand here again tonight with the basketball. Schulte swings it around to Trung. They go down low to Rotterman. He puts up his shot. Won't go. Rebound. Going to be a foul on Jost over the back. The big guy. Tyler Jost, the 6'8" junior, over the back on the foul. It'll be Centralia basketball.
Centralia did a good job, Jim, of screening out. That's why the foul was called.
Javon Williams will walk it across the timeline. Gotta believe Javon might play some football. Left side, they'll go to Long, Jamie Long. Now left side, they'll come around to Maines, Jordan Maines. Back out top to Williams. High post, it goes to Berry. Dawson Berry on the dribble. Now kicks it back around to Long. Jamie Long now back to Williams. Swinging around to Keeler. Now back to Berry for the long three. Won't go. Tip won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jost. Here comes Central. Quickly up court at Streaker. Back to Trung. Now to Jost. Now to Rotterman. Left side they go to Schulte. Back around Streaker. And Central reset with the basketball. Schulte.
Centralia in that straight man-to-man.
Colby Schulte with the basketball. Gets it to Jake Streaker. Puts up a 17-footer. Won't go. Rebound Centralia. Javon Williams wants to get out and go with it. In a hurry across the timeline, Williams. No score. We've played about 90 seconds. With the basketball, Long. Now to Barry. Swinging around Long. He thought about the three. Now on the penetration, puts up the 15-footer, won't go. Rebound, loose ball, and coming away with it is Central. Here's Schulte with the basketball. Schulte penetrates and loses the handle. We go the other way. With the basketball, here is Maines. Kicks it to Keeler. Now Keeler will bring it back out. Jonathan Keeler resets the offense for Centralia. Baseline shot up and in by Barry. Cross from Barry. Gets the two-pointer, and the Orphans on the board first. With the basketball, Schulte around to Streaker. Swinging left side, Schulte. They go down low to the big guy, Jost. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, Javon Williams. Williams across the timeline. Goes to Keeler. Top circle, Long. Thought about the long three. Now goes left side to Maines. Back around to Barry. And going to be a travel called on Jonathan Keeler.
You know, it looks like Breese Central's playing a diamond or a three-man zone, and two guys are man-to-man to try to slow things down of the Centralia Orphans.
With the basketball, Schulte for Central. Goes down low to Rotterman. Kicks it back out. Streaker for three. Top of the circle. Good. Jake Streaker hits a three ball from the top of the circle. And Central with the lead 3-2. Here is Jamie Long. Left side they go to Keeler. Now back to Javon Williams. Around to Barry. Now Jordan Maines penetrates. Kicks it back to Barry. Streaker has him. Coach Jeremy Schubert talked about the Central defense. Here's Keeler to the basket. Shot won't go. Tip won't go. Rebound. Last touch by Central. It'll be Centralia basketball. Jamie Long will trigger under his own bucket. He looks. Gets it into Williams. With the basketball now, Long. Jamie Long, the freshman, directs traffic. Goes to Williams. Now to Barry. Free throw line left. They kick it off to Maines. Jordan Maines still on the dribble to Keeler. Centralia moves it around the perimeter. Here's Javon Williams. He thought about the three ball, penetrates, and drew the foul. Javon Williams takes it to the basket, draws the foul, and it will be a two-shot foul coming up for Javon Williams. Javon is a 6'2 junior.
We got to remember that Breese Central, Jim, as Javon makes his first free throw. Central was 2A last year and actually got to the championship game where they got second. And I caught Dave Thomas, the assistant coach, and he said a lot of these kids played a lot of minutes last year.
As Williams hits the back end of the two-shot foul, and Centralia leads it 4-3. We're at the midway point of quarter number one. Here's Streaker swinging around to Schulte. Lob it down low to Jost. Puts up the shot up and in. Tyler Jost, the big 6'8 junior, gets the bucket, and Central retakes the lead 5-4. 3:40 to play in the first quarter. Here's Javon Williams on the left-hand dribble for Centralia. Right side to Maines. Now they swing it around to Jamie Long. He puts up the long three. Good. The freshman. Jamie Long hits the three ball. 7-5 Centralia. Here's Streaker. Down to Schulte. They go back to Jost. Here's Streaker for three. Good. Jake Streaker hits the three. He's got a pair of threes here in the first quarter.
We got a game, James. We got a game.
And Central retakes the lead 8-7. With the basketball, Jonathan Keeler tried to pass down low, gets it to Williams. He throws up a shot, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Williams comes up with it, pulls his way in, gets his own rebound. Up and in.
What an effort.
Ron Williams working hard. Here's Central with the basketball. Jost, top of the circle. Now around to Streaker. To Rotterman. Here's Schulte on the penetration. Leans in, nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Trung. Now back to Streaker. Streaker with the basketball. Looks back. Here's a 3-ball again. Won't go this time. Rebound pulled down by Jonathan Keeler. He's going to be fouled by Rotterman. Foul's going to be on Joe Rotterman. Quickly up off the bench is Simon Thomas. Simon Thomas, a 6'3 sophomore, comes in. Rotterman with 1 foul will come out of the game. 2:15 to go in the first. 9-8 Centralia. Orphans have the basketball. Jordan Maines directs traffic. He heads out to the top of the circle. Now goes left side to Keeler. Keeler on the dribble back to Maines. Now to Long. Jamie Long goes down the baseline with a nice quick step, and the foul called on Simon Thomas, who just came in the game. And Jamie Long will go to the line and shoot 2. And the freshman showed some quickness right there, Tom.
Yeah, they list him at 5'7". I think he's a little bigger. This is we ran into a couple good freshmen along this tournament trail this year, Jim.
Free throw up and good by Jamie Long. You think about it, Tom. A year ago right now, Jamie Long was playing 8th grade basketball, then you graduate to the South 7 Conference. So welcome to varsity basketball, and he's done a very good job. He got both free throws. He's got 5 points here in the opening quarter, and Centralia leads at 11-8 with 1:50 to play. Here's Schulte. Kicks it out to Trung for 3. Won't go. Schulte rebounds it, and it's going to be a turnover as Central turns it over, and the ball back to the Orphans. It'll be, go ahead, Tom.
We watched Long, in that return shootout, and Jim, we've watched him 7 minutes now. He's playing with so much more confidence than he did in early January.
Here's Javon Williams. Top circle to Maines. Now back around to Berry. Now back to Maines. Maines to the basket. Shot blocked by Schulte.
I believe that was a good clean block.
All ball, and the official right on top of it, and it'll be Centralia basketball. Great defensive play that time by Schulte. Jamie Long will trigger. Looks. Gets it inbounded to Javon Williams. Puts up the shot, up and in. Javon Williams.
Javon Williams come to play, Jim.
He's got 6. That's a 5-point lead for Centralia, 13-8. The winner of this game moves into a Friday night matchup against the Benton Rangers. There's Simon Thomas back to Streaker. Jake Streaker on the penetration, kicks it back to Schulte. In the corner, and going to be a charge called on Schulte.
And Dawson Berry did the good job. The big guy inside took the charge.
And Centralia now with a 5-point lead in the basketball. With 1:02 to go, we'll see if the Orphans maybe play with a final shot here in the opening quarter. Jamie Long across the timeline. Long left-hand dribble. Goes right side to Javon Williams. Javon back to Berry. Just a little give and go. Roll off the screen.
Old-fashioned screen and roll.
Berry gets the bucket. He's got 4. It's a 7-point lead. 15-8. 42 seconds to go. Forget the holder for the last shot. Centralia ran a little pick and roll and got the easy bucket by Dawson Berry. And Central will play for the final shot.
And Centralia will let them.
Yeah, leading by 7. I say, let them play for it. With the basketball, Schulte near the midcourt stripe. Centralia stays back. Jamie Long about 15 feet from Schulte at 12 seconds. Schulte now on the dribble at 10. Right side to Streaker. Streaker back around to Trung. Now back to Streaker for a long 3. Good. Streaker buries one from 30 feet. He's got 3 threes in the first quarter. And our score at the end of 8 minutes, it is Centralia 15 and Central 11. Back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with Tom Wheeler. I'm Jim Muir. Glad to have you alongside with us tonight for this sectional semifinal. Tom, your thoughts on the first 8 minutes?
I think both coaches said in your pregame interview, if we shoot the ball well, we'll be okay. And if Straker keeps shooting the ball like he is for Central, they're going to get back in this game.
Schulte with the basketball. Central with the ball here to begin second quarter play. Here's Colby Schulte. And a loose ball. And it was tipped, so will not be an over and back. Here's Schulte back into the front court. Jake Streaker had 3 threes in the first. The last one from about 30 feet. Here's Schulte on the penetration. Now kicks it back out. Streaker on the penetration to Trung for a long three. Won't go. Rebound pulled down Javon Williams. Quickly up court. Jordan Maines up and in. Wow. Jordan Maines gets the bucket, his first points, and it's back to a 6-point lead, 17-11. Just underway, second quarter action. We've played about 60 seconds in the second quarter. Here's Streaker guarded by. Streaker is guarded by Keeler, and Centralia fans did not like that call.
What are those touch fouls outside? I think the refs are trying to set a pattern here, you know. You got to adjust to your officials.
And it'll be Central basketball. Schulte walking across the timeline.
And it might have had something to do with that was Centralia's first foul, Jim.
Here is Javon Williams. Javon to the basket. Little dipsy doodle. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled down Jost. Here comes Central. Centralia wanted a travel, didn't get here. Streaker for three. He's going to be off the mark. Javon Williams quickly up the court, gets it to Maines. Up to the basket, up and in. Jordan Maines has got 4 points in the second quarter. And Centralia's opened up an 8-point lead, 19-11. And Jeremy Schubert wants a timeout. Timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance. Well, they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray, or dial them up, 439-75578. 8-point lead for the Orphans, and I think Orphans, the speed, the quickness of the Orphans, showing up a little bit in the last couple possessions, Tom.
Well, even the strength, as we said, Javon Williams is a horse, even though he's only listed at 6'2", but that time Maines and Keeler both get up and down the floor. But Centralia also shows, Jim, that they can slow down and go 5-on-5 and get the shot they want. It looks like Central's going to try to get into their big man, Tyler Jost. But again, Javon Williams is all over him.
19-11, an 8-point lead for Centralia. Central with the basketball, Breese Central. Here is Schulte. They try and lob it down low and knocked away. The leaping ability of Jonathan Keeler. They get it to Javon Williams, and he'll bring it across the timeline, gets it to Jordan Maines. Maines will set the offense. Go right side to Barry. Dawson Barry around to Keeler. Back to Barry. Barry got great range. Here's a steal by Breese Central. Here's Jost up and in. Jost got the bucket. Bryce Hazelhorst in the game for Central right now.
It looked like he was going up for a layup, and he lost it, but had enough basketball sense to flip it back to the big guy who stuck it in.
19-13. Here's Maines with the ball. Left side to Barry. Back to Jordan Maines. Right side, Jamie Long. Down low to Barry. Barry leans in, puts up the shot. Won't go. Won't go again, and rebound pulled down by Central. And the officials are letting them play. Here comes Streaker around to Simon Thomas. Now to Jost. Goes down low. Shot up. Will not go by Bryce Hazelhorst. Will go the other way. Centralia with a 6-point lead in the basketball. We drop under the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Winner of this game moves into a Friday night matchup against the Benton Rangers, and also moves into the Sweet 16 Class 3A. For the basketball, it is Javon Williams. Williams to the basket and misses the layup. Javon Williams got a good look, couldn't get it down. Here's Schulte. Penetrates, puts up dishes off. Shot up, will not go by Hazelhorst.
Cougars are getting good shots now, Jim. They just got to knock them down.
And it'll be Centralia basketball. And again, a 6-point lead as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. With the basketball, it is Javon Williams. Long range three by Barry.
Wow.
Dawson Barry hits the long three ball, and it's a 9-point lead for Centralia, 22-13. With the basketball, Jost kicks it back to Thomas. He puts up a 15-footer, won't go. Rebound, Centralia. Here comes Dawson Barry. Barry kicks it back to Javon Williams. 3.5 to play, 9-point lead. Centralia can go up by double digits here. Barry with the basketball, back to Williams. Javon Williams. And loose ball slapped away. It'll be Centralia basketball. Last touch by Jake Streaker. Joe Rotterman comes back in the game. Hazelhorst comes out. And Simon Thomas comes out of the game. And back in is Trung. Carter Trung. With the basketball now, Dawson Berry looking to feed the low block in the game for Centralia now also is Brian Meskel.
And he's only a sophomore.
Meskel, he launches a three, it won't go. But going to be a foul called away from the ball. And going to be foul on Central. That's their 16th foul. Centralia has committed only one foul this half with 3 minutes to play, 2:57 and counting. 22-13 is our score. And again, the Orphans with a chance to go up by double digits. Here's Barry, left side to Maines, down low to Javon Williams. Kicks it out to Barry, and a travel on Dawson Barry. I didn't see that either. The Centralia fans up in arms, but...
Well, he got the ball, made a fake to his left, took one dribble to his right because the man went for the fake. And the crowd in red didn't agree with the official on that call. 22-13, though. Centralia on top at 2:42 if you just joined us here in the Benton sectional.
Here's Streaker. Kicks it back out to Trung, now to Schulte, back to Trung. A lob down low to Hazelhorst. Now to Schulte. Streaker hit 3 threes the first quarter, has not scored. Not sure he shot the ball here in the second quarter. Here's a long three by Streaker, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jost. Gets it back to Schulte, 2:15 to play in the first half. 22-13 Centralia, low scoring game. Right side Streaker. Left side to Trung, back to Streaker. Jake Streaker. To Schulte. Schulte on the penetration. And he traveled with they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Centralia. And again, the Orphans with a chance to go up double digits.
You know, Schulte is Central's leading scorer, but I think that's only the second shot that he's taken.
With the basketball, Javon Williams. Right side to Meskel. Now back to Dawson Berry. Top of the circle's Dawson. Looks. Right side, Jamie Long. 1:40 to play in the first half. And Berry loses a handle on the ball. And great defense that time by Streaker and Hustle. He came up with the ball and then threw it back to one of his teammates. So big play there. Here's Schulte. Streaker for three. Good. Streaker doing it on both ends of the floor. He has got 12 points of the 16. He's got 12 of them. Pulls his team back within 6. That's a big turnaround right there.
Like you said, the hustle got him the ball back, and he didn't hesitate. The big lefty knocked it down.
Javon Williams pulls his way in, kicks it back out to Barry, puts up a 15-footer. Back rim won't go. Rebound, Javon Williams. Puts up the runner, won't go. Going to be a foul on Jordan Banks. And that'll be a non-shooting foul, but it'll be Central basketball. Centralia had a 9-point lead in the basketball. And the steal and then the three-pointer by Streaker has got it to 6. And the Cougars can cut into that in the final 50 seconds here in the first half. 45 and counting as Trung brings it across the timeline. Back top circle Schulte. Now around to Streaker. Now to Schulte. Looking down low for Jost. Got him in the low post. Now he kick it back out. They've got Jost pushed out about 12 feet on the floor.
And Javon Williams can push a guy out on the floor. He's so quick and athletic and strong.
And Central will play with the final shot here and try and cut into a 6-point lead as we head into intermission.
Well, at the end of the quarter, Streaker hit one way out on a three-pointer. Look for him. Here he comes.
Here is Streaker with the basketball at 5. Around to Schulte. To the basket, up, and the shot won't go. And that's going to end our first half of play. We have got 16 minutes in the book here. Very quick first half of play. And our score is Centralia 22 and Breese Central 16. Back to Rich Heron Gym and our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry. Back in 3 minutes. Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Glad to have you alongside tonight for this semifinal sectional matchup between the Centralia Orphans and the Breese Central Cougars. Our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton, your hometown jewelry store. If you're looking for that special gift for that special person, Drake's Jewelry is your one-stop shopping spot. You can stop by the store on the east side of the Benton Public Square, or you can shop online at drakes-jewelry.com. Financing available. 12 and 24 months is the same as cash for qualified buyers. That's Drake's Jewelry. They bring you our halftime report here from the Benton Class 3A sectional basketball tournament. Semifinal action. Halftime score, again, Centralia 22 and Breese Central 16. Tom Wheeler alongside, and Tom, your thoughts on the first 16 minutes of play?
Well, I thought it was a great defensive game, which of course goes by the showing, and the fact that neither team got in the 1-on-1 means both teams are playing hard, and I think you made the comments, the officials are letting them play at both ends, which is good. I'm not counting Breese Central out, even though they only scored 16 points to the first half, for a couple reasons, Jim. One, they beat Civic Memorial for the regional championship on their floor, 44 to 43. They started the season 23, and Jimmer, they've won 24 of their last 25 games. So they've got something in them, I think, that they've not showed the fans here in Rangerland, and look for the first 3 or 4 minutes to make some adjustments. On Centralia's part, since we've seen them in January, I think they've really progressed without a doubt. They beat a very good Murfreesboro team, 20-some-odd, at Centralia for the regional title, Right now, Javon Williams and Jordan Maines is really showing their quickness and athletic ability, not only on offense but on defense. But again, what a great first half by Jake Streaker, the 6'3 senior for Breese Central, who hit 4 threes. He's got 12 of those 16 points, and Tyler Joss, the big guy in the middle, has got the other 4. I look for Central to get some help from somebody else to scoring. And as far as Centralia, they're getting the shots. But more important, Jim, they battle the boards. They just go in 2 and 3 and 4 times. And I think that all-out effort. But I think the first 3 or 4 minutes is going to be really interesting to see the adjustments Coach Bennett and Coach Schubert makes.
And, Tom, let's look at some halftime scoring here. We'll get that in real quickly here on our Drake's Jewelry halftime report.
As I said, for Jeremy Schubert's Centralia Cougars, 12 points for Jack Streaker. That's all on 4 threes, 4 points on 2 field goals for Tyler Joss, the guy in the middle. They're 2 for 11 inside the arc, 4 for 7 out. The Cougars, Jim, have not shot a free throw. For the Centralia Orphans, they've got 7 points from Dawson Berry, the big 6'4 senior who came out and hit a 3. 6 for Javon Williams, all in the first quarter. 4 for Jordan Maines, all in the second quarter. And a 3 for Jamie Long, the freshman, and a couple free throws for 5. The Orphans are 6 for 16 in the arch, 2 for 4 outside the arch, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and neither team shot a free throw in that second quarter. Again, it's Centralia 22, Breese Central 16 here at halftime at the Benton Sectional.
The Centralia Orphans with a 6-point lead here at intermission. Let's get in another break. Let's take 90 seconds, and then we'll come back and wrap up our Drake's Jewelry halftime report, get you set for third quarter action. Back after these very important messages. Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Semifinal action, halftime here tonight. Centralia Orphans and the Breese Central Cougars. 22-16 is our score here at the intermission. And Tom and I always like to point out, I think one thing you can really look at is that where we're at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Centralia, they'd love to add to that and have that lead at double digits by the midway point of the third. And, of course, the Cougars are wanting to cut into that, get back in this ball game. And I think what you said about getting somebody else involved in the offense will be a big key for the Central Cougars, Tom, with Jake Streaker with 12 of the 16. And a footnote on Jake Streaker, I read a story in the Belleville News paper over the weekend where Streaker's a senior and lost his mother to cancer just a month ago. Lost her, and she got to see him play. She was able to go to the game for a half, and then she got sick and had to leave, but she was there to see him play on February the 4th, toughed it out for a half, and then died on 3 days later on February the 7th. And Jeremy Schubert talked about him, what a mature young man he is, and what a strong young man he is, but I'm sure he's playing with a heavy heart all of his senior season.
Yeah, and prayers for his family, and the thing about it, that puts everything in perspective when you talk about the ball going through the hole. But boy, he's playing for somebody special, isn't he?
Absolutely, and he has been the leading scorer for this team, and he'll take the inbounds pass as we're underway here in the third quarter with the basketball. Rotterman to Schulte. They go down low to Jost, puts up the shot, won't go, rebound long, out to Streaker, up, won't go, rebound, pulled down, Javon Williams. Javon Williams in a hurry. And there's a kick basketball, it'll be Centralia ball. Javon Williams is really going to be a matchup problem for anybody that Centralia plays. He's 6'2", very strong, very quick, and he can go down low and post up. He can beat you off the dribble. And that will be a foul on Dawson Berry. Very, very animated, and the official putting the eye on him.
Well, they ran an out-of-bounds play under the basket, and they threw it in high to Berry. Had a small man on him, and it looked like he might have pushed off a little going for the ball since it was a short pass. But anyway, it's the first foul on Mr. Berry.
And the Cougars with a chance to cut into the 6-point Centralia lead. Here's Jost. Jost on the baseline, puts up the shot, won't go. Fight for the rebound, last touch by Rotterman. It'll be Centralia basketball. Jamie Long will trigger for the Orphans. He'll get it into Jordan Maines.
Looks like the Cougars are coming out trying to go down low to the big Jost, and he got a couple shots, just didn't roll in.
With the basketball, here is Keeler, shot up, won't go. Rebound Central. Here comes Breese Central with the basketball. Schulte. Left side to Streaker, loses the handle, gets it back. Now goes left side to Schulte. Schulte to Rotterman. Back to Schulte. 6-point lead for the Orphans. Biggest lead of the game has been 8. There's Jost to Streaker to Schulte. Looking down low, trying to force the ball action down low. Here is Schulte. Pulls up, shot up and in.
That's what they've been hunting for.
Schulte, that's his first points, and he's the second leading scorer on this team, averaging the double figures at 11 points a game. So he gets in the scoring column for the first time and pulls his team back within 4. Here's Jamie Long. They go down low to Javon Williams. Shot up and tip won't go. Rebound Streaker. Outlet pass to Schulte. Streaker, long three, blocked by Keeler. Keeler came out of nowhere and swatted that one away. He is a leaper. Long to Keeler. Here's Javon Williams. And going to be a foul on Javon Williams.
I think it's on Jordan Maines.
It is on Jordan Maines.
Again, setting that pick, and we've said all year, Jim, that's something they're really looking for. Opposite away from the ball, setting a pick or a block.
I saw the grimace on Javon Williams' face, and if I wasn't even on him, that's what I was going off of. Here's Jost, shot up and in.
There we go.
Jost gets the bucket down. He's got 6. And all of a sudden, Central's back in it. They're down by 2. They score the first 4 points. This is reminiscent of Benton and Cahokia last night, Tom.
Exactly.
Benton was down by 4 at the intermission and came back and tied it up, got the lead, never let it get away. Here's Javon Williams. Around to Keeler, now to Long. Left side to Maines, deep in the corner, Jordan Maines. He launches a 3. Way off the mark, all white on the rebound. That's Jost. Here's Schulte. And taken away by Maines. Maines will get the run out, up, and misses the layup. Go the other way. Here's Streaker. And he's going to be fouled by Keeler. Be a non-shooting foul. And it will be Breese Central basketball. And Tom, you can kind of feel the momentum shifting here in this gymnasium right now.
Slowly shifting.
In the game for Centralia is Matthew Patrick.
Patrick the 4th, Jim. Well, there's been some Patricks at Centralia, all great athletes.
Oh, with the basketball now, Schulte comes around to Streaker. Central can tie or take the lead on this possession. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the third. Javon Williams. Schulte now gets it to Jost. Back around to Streaker. 22-20, Centralia in the lead. They go to Rotterman, left side. Back to Schulte. They lob it down low for Jost. Going to wave off the basket, and the foul is going to be on Matthew Patrick.
Well, they got Patrick listed 5'10", and he got down there somehow, was guarding the 6'8", Tyler Jost, and he didn't have any other option but to grab him.
Maines will come back in the lineup.
Jim, that's 4 fouls on Centralia, none on
Schulte with the basketball. Centralia still hanging on to a 2-point lead. Here is Streaker. And they'll call the foul on the baseline. No shot. It'll be Central basketball. Be Central basketball. Inbounds will come to Jake Streaker. Around to Trung, now to Jost.
Great play, great pass.
Jost got the bucket. He's got 8. And it's a 22-22 ball game as Central's on a 6-0 run here to begin the third quarter. Centralia has gone 4.5 minutes and not scored. With the basketball, Javon Williams. Dawson Berry now back to Williams. Williams penetrates, dishes it off. It's going to be a foul. It'll be on the floor. It'll be before the shot. It'll be Centralia basketball under their own bucket.
Jack Streaker's first.
3:20 to play in the third. Jamie Long will trigger. He looks, gets it into Javon Williams. Shot blocked by Streaker and by Jost. Last touch by Central, and it'll be Centralia basketball.
After the block shot, it was rolling around towards the baseline, and it looked like one of them, as he touched it, he stepped out of bounds.
Jamie Long to Dawson Berry,
Good cut.
and an offensive foul on Berry. Charging foul. They say he led with the forearm. Lee Bennett can't believe it. He's trying to appeal to the other official, and
got blood on his leg, I think.
Jake Streaker has got some blood on his.
Better get the trainer down here on him. Benton, that's a good thing about here at Benton. They got a great trainer. Looks like Central's got their own.
In the game will be Hazelhorst. Bryce Hazelhorst checks in quickly. 22-22. We've gone 5 minutes and Centralia hasn't scored here in the third. With the basketball, Simon Thomas. Right side he goes to Trung. Lob down low to Jost. And Dawson Berry, very close.
Yeah. Official did a good job. He looked him down, and luckily, the thing about it, the big Jost has said the biggest guy on the floor, and they're trying to double and triple team him. They're doing everything they can. The worst part now They're going to be shooting that bonus with 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Tie ball game, 22-22. And Dawson Berry's got 3 fouls.
And Tom, the fouls were exactly the opposite in the first half.
That's exactly right. The guy spins it, flips it in.
Jost has got 5 here in the quarter, 9 in the game. Streaker back in the game.
Big guy's got a nice touch. When you got a big guy 6'8" can shoot free throws, that helps.
Free throw up and in. Yeah. Nice touch, both of them. And Central's got the lead. They're on an 8-0 run here in the third, and we've played 5 minutes, and Centralia has not scored yet here in the third.
Has yet to score.
8-0 run by the Breese Central Cougars. Here is Javon Williams.
They've spread out. They're man-to-man offense now. They're actually in the corners with the ball on the top of the key, Javon Williams, and
Here's Dawson Berry. Penetrates, lays it up, won't go, and he draws the foul. Dawson Berry will go to the line and shoot.
What they're doing, I think they're trying to open up gaps for Berry and for Williams, and the Cougars are going to have some weak side help to stop it. Berry's
up and in by Berry. He's got 8.
Dawson Berry's got some Waltonville connection, Jim. He is Quint Hamilton's nephew. His mother was quite a player at Waltonville. She stayed at Waltonville and played, and Quint went down and played at Marion for Butch Jenkins. Just a little Wheeler trivia for you, brother.
And we are tied back up at 24. With 2:20 to play in the third quarter. With a basketball, Streaker. Swings it around Schulte, left side Trung. Now back to Schulte. They go down low to Jost. Shot blocked by Keeler. Keeler blocks the 6'8" Tyler Jost shot. Keeler at 6'1" is a leaper.
See, as you look close, they've opened their lanes up. They're not giving a lot of weak side help. They're not what I call cramming up that middle, that free throw lane.
Here is Javon Williams. 1:45 to go in the third. And we're tied at 24.
They're not going for one.
And nearly a steal. Here's Williams. Too long. Back to Williams. They're way out near the midcourt stripe. A double team. And going to be a foul on Trung.
Had a foul to give. That wasn't a bad idea.
Berry will check back in the game for Centralia.
With 3 fouls.
And he'll trigger. Gets it into Jamie Long. Long across the timeline.
Same deal.
And they back it out. Jamie Long. Now to Berry. Right side to Keeler. Now they go to Maines. Shot up and in. Jordan Maines. Maines has got 6. Centralia regrabs the lead. 26-24. We're going to drop under a minute here in the third. With the basketball, Streaker. To Thomas. Now around to Trung. Carter Trung. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Centralia will be Breese Central basketball. Patrick back in the game. Matthew Patrick the 4th back in the game.
Yeah, they're trying to save Dawson Berry from picking up that 4th foul.
39 seconds, and Central may play for the final shot and try and tie it or take the lead here at the end of the third. Central trailed by 6 at halftime. Centralia scored just 4 points here in the third quarter. And Schulte will stand out near midcourt, bounce the basketball, and Centralia is going to let him. 26-24. Centralia with the lead at 12 seconds. Here is Schulte at 9. Look to see Streaker involved in it pretty quickly here. Here's Jost. Around to Schulte.
There it was.
Back to Thomas. Shot up and in. Simon Thomas got the bucket. And we are tied at 26. We will head to the fourth quarter, all tied up. 26 apiece. Back for fourth quarter action in 60 seconds. Welcome back, Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Tom, we were talking about Central needing to get somebody else in the offense, and Streaker doesn't score that quarter, and they outscore Centralia 10-6, or 10-4, pardon me, and so they did get some other folks involved. With the basketball, it is Jamie Long. Left side to Javon Williams, back to Long. In the corner, Maines. And Jordan Maines will bring it out, now back to Williams.
Look who's guarding Williams, the big guy, Jost.
They bring Tyler Jost down on the floor to guard Williams. And Centralia has kind of went to a funky offense here, kind of spread the floor. Not sure exactly what's going on here.
It's not a Kurt Reed offense because they just got one man handling the ball.
They got two guys on each side of the floor and nobody is moving. Shot up by Maines, won't go. Rebound, Breese Central. And it'll be Jake Streaker to trigger. Barry comes out of the game. Matthew Patrick IV comes in. So we're tied at 26. And Central with a chance to get their first lead in a long time. 7 minutes to go in the basketball game. Here's Schulte. Round two, Jake Streaker. Now to Schulte. Now Rotterman. Jake Streaker now top the circle. Back to Jost. Now Streaker for the lead. Won't go. Rebound though, Rotterman. And going to be a foul on Rotterman.
Push off, the only thing I can see.
Foul is on Rotterman.
And that's Joe Rotterman's fourth foul, the 6'3 senior. Take a seat.
Simon Thomas will come back in the game for the
Simon Thomas, a good-looking sophomore. He's the one that scored on that last play right before the buzzer for the Cougars. 26-26.
6.5 to play in the basketball game. Here is Javon Williams. Right side to Keeler. Looking down low for Dawson Berry. Left side now to Maines. Top circle Berry. Back to Maines. In the corner to Jamie Long. Now back to Keeler. Centralia seems kind of content to pass around the perimeter and then try and break the defense down and get a layup out of it. That's just exactly what they do.
That's the first time Javon Williams has scored since the first quarter?
Yeah, he had 6 points in the first quarter and went to 2 middle quarters, did not score. He's got 8. Centralia in the lead, 28-26. Here's Trung to Jost. Around to Streaker. 2-point lead for Centralia. Schulte. Schulte to the basket, loses a handle on the ball, and they say nobody but Schulte touched it. And it will be a timeout. And Jeremy Schubert wants a word with the official. He thought that ball was last touched by Centralia. Official says nope, and that's the way it'll stay. 28-26, and Tom, you've been in the coaching ranks for a long time. What do you see down here on this Centralia offense? It's kind of a spread.
Well, the thing about it, the 4 guys in the corner are deep in the corner, you know, and usually when you want to clear out for a guard like Williams, you will put those 4 guys on the baseline and make them. And the thing that makes it even weirder is the fact that the Cougars are out guarding him and they're not sloughing off. And of course, last time Williams took it down to the hole, which he's very capable of doing. And they had the big guy, Josh, on him out front too, which was sort of surprising. But we've got a ball game here with 5:37 to go. It looks like Cougars going a little more pressure.
Jamie Long with the basketball, guarded by Simon Thomas. 28-26 Centralia. Here's Long to Berry. Now back to Long. Now to Maines. Around to Berry. Here's Williams. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jake Streaker. Quickly up court. Centralia leads by 2 with 5 minutes to play. Winner of this game moves to the Friday night championship game against the Benton Rangers. Here's Schulte. They look down low and it was stolen away by Berry.
Trying to go down to the big guy.
With the basketball now, Dawson Berry. Gets it across the timeline to Keeler. Back to Berry. 4:40 to play. Centralia by 2, low-scoring basketball game. Jamie Long with the ball for Centralia. Berry for a long 3.
No basket.
And they'll wave off that three-pointer by Berry. He's going to call the foul on Schulte, I think. We'll wait and see for Colby Schulte on the foul. And they wave off a three-point basket by Dawson Berry. Jamie Long with trigger, gets it into Jordan Maines. 28-26. Centralia with the lead in the basketball. 4:20 to play. Jamie Long. Right side to Keeler. Keeler back to Maines. Now to Berry, now back to Javon Williams. Now back to Javon. Javon penetrates. And he draws the foul. And Javon Williams will go to the line, shoot 2. Javon Williams. He is a 6'2" junior. And he'll shoot 2 to try to extend the 2-point lead. First free throw's up and good. Williams has got 9 now. Looking for double figures on this free throw. 29-26. Centralia with the lead. Make it 30-26.
Orphans are 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Trying to play a little offense defense, trying to keep Berry out on defense, keep him away from that 4th foul. You only got 3:55 left though.
And it's a 4-point lead for Centralia. Here's Streaker. Around to Trung, now to Schulte, top of the circle. Right side Thomas, now back to Trung. To the big guy, Tyler Jost, now to Streaker. Jake Streaker, around to Schulte. Going to be a foul on Matthew Patrick. And that'll be a bonus situation. That's going to send Schulte to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 6 fouls on Centralia, on Central, and 8 on Centralia. So we're going to shoot free throws the rest of the way out. Schulte will shoot the 1-and-1, can pull his team back within 2. Free throws up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Keeler. Gets it back to Javon Williams. Williams penetrates to the basket, up and in. Javon Williams making his presence felt. He's got 6 here in the quarter, and his team leads by 6. We were all tied up. Going to be a foul on Jost.
He just turned and went to the basket. The big 6'8" guy from the Cougars turned and went to the basket, passed it, and then just kept going, and you see that a lot. The guy tries to make a pass.
6-point lead for Centralia, and they have the basketball with 3 minutes remaining. Here's Javon Williams in the backcourt. Gets it around to Maines. Maines penetrates on the baseline. And they're going to call a foul on Simon Thomas, and that'll send Maines to the line. Jordan Maines will shoot the one and bonus. And he can extend a 6-point lead.
Breese Central has not scored this quarter.
Free throw won't go. Rebound. Jost lost it out of bounds, but last touch by Centralia, and it'll be Cougars basketball with 2:54 to play. There's Schulte across the timeline. 2:50 and counting on the fourth quarter clock. Simon Thomas around to Schulte. Streaker for three. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Trung. Around to Schulte for three. Good. Big bucket. As Schulte got the three in, he's got 5 now and pulls his team back. Within 3, he cuts that 6-point lead in half. And it's a 3-point ball game, 1-possession game now, Tom, with 2:33 to play.
And you wonder what Centralia is going to do as they bring the ball down here with 2:33 to go. They spread it out and give it to Javon Williams and let him go. Both teams have got 8 team fouls, so they're 1-1. And I'm making a prediction the winner of this game might be the one that hits the pressure free throws here with 2:30 to go.
I want to remind you that our postgame show comes up later. And we'll have a full postgame show for you, get you set up for Friday night action here. The winner of this game will face the Benton Rangers in the sectional championship game and the right to advance to the Springfield Super Sectional next Tuesday night. 32-29. The Centralia Orphans lead this one with 2:33 to play. It'll be Orphans basketball. And Dawson Berry will trigger for Centralia. Looks the old Benton play. The offensive player steps out of bounds and you have 2 players out of bounds. Pass it to the guy out of bounds. Here's Dawson Berry to the basket. Won't go, and he draws the foul. First time I ever saw the team use that, it was a Rich Aaron coach team where they step out of bounds and pass it out of bounds and pass it back inbounds.
That can only be after a made basket, but you see it a lot.
Berry free throw up and in.
Dawson Berry at the line.
He's got double figures with 10. Second one up and in. Centralia shooting a very good percentage from the free throw line. 5-point lead, 34-29. Schulte around to Streaker. 2:10 to play. Schulte to the basket. Shot won't go. Rebound Javon Williams. Williams to Maines. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Streaker. And it'll be Centralia basketball. 2:01 to play. 34-29. Jamie Long will trigger. And has to burn a timeout. Timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Or you can give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving all your insurance needs since 1911. Here's your game clock. 2:01 remains of the basketball game. 34-29 Centralia in the lead. 8 fouls on Centralia, 9 on Breese Central. So we're going to shoot free throws. 2 for Centralia, and 1-1 still yet for the Breese Central Cougars.
Centralia's a 10 for 11 from the free throw line. I got a message from my man Ron Van Horn. He likes that, sitting at home in his big easy chair watching this on the YouTube.
With the basketball, Maines, great pass to
Give
Berry.
and go from the out of bounds play.
Barry's got 13, and it's a 7-point lead with 1:50 to play. The Breese Central Cougars are going to have a lot of points in a short period of time. Here's Streaker. I'm going to call the foul on Javon Williams.
As active as he is at both ends of the court, Jim, that's Williams' first foul.
And Jost will go to the free throw line. That's Tyler Jost. Free throw is up and good. He's got 11 on the night.
3 for 3 from the free throw line. The big guy spins it a couple times. Great follow through. Great cut.
Hits them both. He's got 12. Streaker's not scored here in the second half. Inbounds pass will come to Barry. Now back to Javon Williams. Javon on the dribble. 1:30 to play. 5-point lead for Centralia. 36-31. Going to be a foul on Breese Central. It'll be a shooting foul. Double bonus time. And Dawson Berry will go to the line, shoot two.
One thing about the Orphans will do, they'll make sure they get the ball in Berry and Williams' hand. That's 3 free throws for Berry in this quarter.
I got Berry with 14 points. Second free throw up and no good. They finally missed one. Streaker on the rebound. That's a 6-point lead. Here's Schulte on the baseline. And Berry last touched it out of bounds. 6-point lead for Centralia with 1:15 to play. The winner of this game moves into Friday night's championship matchup against the Benton Rangers. Simon Thomas will trigger, gets it into Schulte. Trung with the ball, now to Streaker. Streaker to Schulte. They'll go down low and throw it away.
And nobody back.
Maines runs it down. Can't get the shot down, gets his own rebound, and kicks it out. Centralia with a 6-point lead under a minute. And a foul going to be on Streaker. And the Centralia fans come to their feet as they can sense that their team's going to move ahead. 37-31 Centralia with 48 seconds to play in this basketball game. Centralia Orphans trying to punch a ticket and match up against the Benton Rangers on Friday night.
You know, we've mentioned before tonight, Jim, that we watched Centralia and Tuataplas play, and Tuataplas actually handled them pretty good. And I understand that Tuataplas also beat Breese Central at Tuataplas, but Breese Central beat Tuataplas at Breese. But I think the Orphans from Centralia has really gelled and really found their spots and who does what, because they're playing a lot better tonight than they did 2 months ago.
Oh, I agree. Well, we saw them play here on February the 5th or 6th?
February.
So you're talking a month ago.
Yeah.
But I thought they looked better too. Of course, it could be they were playing T-Town that game, and maybe T-Town made them look bad. But I thought they just seemed better to me tonight too. Maybe that was kind of one of those funky weekends for them. They had lost on a Friday night to Carbondale, and they came in here for a mid-afternoon game on Saturday.
And I started really taking notice when I seen how they put it on Murfreesboro, because we know Murfreesboro's a good team. Down to the free throw line, the young freshman, Jamie Long, who's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. He's got 5 points on the night.
Free throw no good. He'll get one more. 6-point lead. Jamie Long has got 5 points in the game. Second free throw up and missed them both. Rebound pulled down by Simon Thomas. Breese Central still with a breath of life left. Here's Streaker for a long three. Won't go. Rebound Javon Williams. Javon Williams going to get a run out. Up and in. Javon Williams gets a run out. That ought to do it. 8-point lead, 25 seconds. Here is Trong, shot up, good. Trong gets the shot down. Carter Trong gets the 3 ball down, but I believe it's going to be too little too late. We'll see. Still 22 seconds to go. But a 5-point lead for Centralia, 39-34.
Well, the Cougars of Coach Jeremy Schubert have got to put some press on, got to try to get a steal on the break, take it to the hole. I think that's their last time out. Sometimes I'm not sure. Really like the way when Coach Schubert talked to you before the game, Jim, that he mentioned that he had played here for Oakville. And remember the great thrills that Oakville had. And by the way, we want to say congratulations to Johnny Krause, who finally got those Oakville Rockets back to state. They've had a great season.
And Schubert was talking. He played as a sophomore behind Krause.
Mm-hmm.
He said his senior year he played with Ryan Lechterfeld, and they made it to the Super Sectional that year.
Because what he's trying to tell you, what Jeremy's trying to tell you, he didn't get a lot of shots.
Yeah.
No, he's a great guy. I've got to know him through camp. I actually knew him when he was in high school.
And it'll be Centralia basketball in a 5-point lead with 20 seconds remaining. 22.3 to be exact. Dawson Berry will trigger, gets it into Keeler, and they will foul. Breese Central will foul Keeler with 19.8. So a couple ticks off the clock. Streaker will come back in the next chance.
Keeler's a 6'1 junior, hadn't scored tonight, made a couple of great defensive plays to show his athletic ability. First time he goes to the free throw line. And he's shooting 2.
Keeler free throw up and good.
Got that
one. 6-point lead now. 40-34. Second free throw by Keeler up and in. Got them both. 41-34. 7-point lead. And Breese Central with the basketball. Here's Streaker for a long 3. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Javon Williams. And lob it up for Keeler.
Keeler couldn't put it down. That would have been an exclamation point.
And it will be
the Rangers and the Orphans, the whole time South 7.
South 7 basketball as the Rangers continue their march against South 7 teams. So a lot of folks wanted to see Benton and Centralia, and that's what we're going to have on Friday night, 7 p.m. We're on the air at 6:40 with our pregame show, 6:40 pregame. And it'll be Benton and Centralia for the right to move on to the Springfield Super Sectional against the winner of the Effingham Sectional. And we'll talk more about that in our post-game show. Let's get in a 3-minute break, and we'll come back. Final score, Centralia 41 and Breese Central 34. Back after these messages. Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with Tom Wheeler. I'm Jim Muir, and we're glad to have you with us tonight. It's the Centralia Orphans with a 41-34 victory over the Breese Central Cougars. Our post-game show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. If you need dirt, fill, sand, rock, mulch, or lime, the place to go. Jesse Drew Rock and Material. You can dial them up, 618-927-7857. That's Jesse Drew Rock and Material with 2 locations now to serve you in Benton and in West Frankfort. Jesse Drew Rock and Material, our post-game sponsor here on sectional action from the Class 3A Benton sectional tournament. Tom Wheeler alongside, and Tom, the Centralia made the right spurt at the right time. They pulled ahead in the fourth quarter, hung on, hit their free throws, and they'll move into the sectional championship on Friday night.
Yeah, they did that, and they did a great job on the 6'8" Tyler Joss. He still had 12 points and he had 7 rebounds, but comparing the size, I think the athleticism and the strength of the Orphans was a different. Real quick on the scoring, for Breese Central, Jeremy Schubert ended up with a 26-5 record. There's nothing wrong with that. They were led in scoring by Tyler Joss with 12, and Jake Stryker, who had 12. He had 4 threes in the first quarter and didn't score the second quarter. 5 points for Colby Schultz, 3 points for Carter Trung, 2 points for Simon Thomas, the sophomore. For Lee Bennett, who moved to 21-9 on the year, a couple guys that we really impressed at Jim was Javon Williams, the junior, with 14. 14 for Dawson Berry, the senior. 6 points for Jordan Maines, 2 points for Jonathan Keeler, and missed a big dunk there that really brought the crowd down. Then 5 points for the freshman, Jamie Long. The Orphans were 11 for 29 in the yards. They only took 4 3-pointers. So that, I'm sure Ronnie Weinmutter's thinking of that and hit 2, but they were 13 for 17 from the free throw line, missing 4 in that last quarter. For Jeremy Schubert, Breese Central, they were 6 for 19 inside the arch, 6 for 13 outside the arch, and only shot free throws where they hit 4 out of 5. Again, congratulations to Lee Bennett and the Centralia Orphans as they advance to the sectional against the Benton Rangers, the old South Severners.
And I want to remind you again, another one of our sponsors here on our post-game show is Skibo Family Eye Care. For all your eye care needs, make an appointment with Dr. Emily Skibo at Skibo Family Eye Care, 4203 Williamson Place in Mount Vernon. The phone number, 618-242-6338, or you can visit online at skibofamilyeyecare.com. That's Skibo Family Eye Care. They bring you, help bring you our coverage on our post-game show here on Ranger basketball and here on postseason play from the Class 3A Benton sectional tournament. Our player of the game, Tom, I'm going to go with Javon Williams. He's clearly he's the straw that stirs the drink for Centralia. He is the guy that makes it happen with the basketball. He rebounds, takes it to the basket on the dribble drive. He plays defense. He's strong enough to post you up, and he's going to be a matchup problem for anybody any team that faces him. I think Javon Williams is our player of the game.
Yeah, and plus I think he's a team leader and he does a lot of things like that. But yeah, he had a great game tonight. And the thing about it, everybody knows he's a great player, and I think he stood out in a great situation being, in his first game of the sectional. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And
want to remind you now about our broadcast schedule. We're back with you on Friday night right here from Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Tom and I will hit the air at about 6:40 with our pregame show. And we'll have the interview with Benton coach Ron Weinmiller, and we'll get you all set for the matchup. I've used the word an awful lot lately, intriguing. That Benton and Centralia, a very intriguing matchup on Friday night. A couple of old South 7 foes, and we talked about it last week, Tom, against Benton and Carterville's had some classic matchups. Benton and Centralia's had some classic matchups through the years also.
And I think it's really interesting because we checked Derek Oxford, Austin Wills, and the seniors got beat by this same group at Wren Lake College for the junior high state championship. So how quick 4 years went, that's what I'm trying to say.
And I remember Javon Williams being a part of that team.
As a 7th grader.
Very, very well. So certainly it'll be a lot of fun in here. It'll be a packed house, and we'd encourage you to get here early at Rich Aaron Gymnasium. It'll be a rocking time in here on Friday night. Again, tip-off set for 7. We're on the air at 6:40. For our engineer back at the studio tonight, that is Dylan Snyder. And for Tom Wheeler, I'm Jim Muir, speaking for all the good folks at Dana Communication. We sure hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Once again, the final score, Centralia 41, Breese Central 34. So long from Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Good night from Benton, and God bless you.